Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in Dartmouth Street, not too far from Westminster Abbey, and a little pub. It's called the Two Chairmen, and this is going back some great memories for Taffy Rogers, and so just pound his little street here. And interesting on a second. So it's called the Two Chairmen. So Taffy worked here about 50 years ago, so how about that? So it's an interesting little street here. I'll just walk across, just being careful here, and there's a little laneway here, and his other little pub's around the corner there. So and this is an interesting house here. The two columns there, those two white columns there, if anyone's heard of the program The Saint with Simon Templar, well, this is what was his house, and you see him coming out of the house. So Queen Anne's Gate. And just been talking to Taffy and relaying a bit of information, and so we've had some live coverage with Taffy. He's away in Wales, in Sidmouth at the moment, and he was telling that around this area is quite interesting because around this area a lot of the Secret Service and a lot of the things that happen in London around here, so it's quite an interesting little pub. So there you go, the Two Chairmen. This is Bobo once again, live out and about in London. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are just near Westminster, and this little video is for Taffy, and we've got the Westminster Arms here, and I found it, Taffy, and this is where Taffy, his first jobs in London. He was an assistant manager, or I'm not sure he was definitely a manager, but manager of this little pub here in the 1960s, and so it's just I've just come up and I've just found it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bobo live in London, looking directly at Westminster Abbey, and then I'm just going to pan around because this little street here, Stories Gate, is quite important for my friend Taffy, and he was a young Welshman that came up to London in the 1960s, and this is the little pub that he actually worked at. So it's called the Westminster Arms, and there's also, it's called Stories Wine Bar. So a little bit of past memories, Taffy here, and once again Bobo's found it, and he's out and about on his bike here. So the famous Westminster Arms. I'm sure Taffy's got lots of stories to tell from when he was a young 19-year-old in the 1960s.